everyone, welcome to yet again another episode of Coffee with Father James. I am drinking once again from the Our Lady of Guadalupe. Good grief, did you see that? I was like spilled coffee on myself. Lady of Guadalupe super duper coffee mug. And I'm here today to tell you about something that's very, very exciting. I'm very excited about it. I think this is the third time we've done that, and it is the 2023 Christmas gift catalog, the Our Lady of Guadalupe Christmas gift catalog, and this one is truly amazing. It's got the best paper ever. It's not just glossy. It's almost like card. It's really nice. Okay, before I get into this, what the heck is this? And why are we doing this? Well, this is our third year doing this. Now, very quick rewind. Let's go back 3 years. 3 years ago, my first Advent and Christmas, approaching Advent and Christmas for the first time. I'll tell you, it was so overwhelming because, see, we had amalgamated 4 communities, remember? And every community, each of these 4 communities had its own projects that they were really passionate about, really excited about. And here's the amazing, wonderful thing about passionate people. People who are passionate about particular projects, they ain't giving them up. There's no way. And I think that's an amazing thing because that comes from deep inside. And so we came together as one parish during the pandemic, as there was hardly anyone around. And a whole bunch of people get mad and left because we became one parish. But there was still a lot of passionate people passionate about their projects. And so in the very short period, the number of projects, social outreach projects in the parish possibly doubled or at least tripled. Meanwhile, the number of parishioners supporting these projects was halved by 50%. So you had almost a 6-fold increase. Now, the math might be a wee bit off, but track with me here. About a 6-fold increase in the amount of asks made of our parishioners. Now, what do I mean asks? Well, all of the social outreach that happens in our parish, it's funded one way or another through our parish, either through Sunday collections that go towards supporting the infrastructure that hosts many of these events. There are direct contributions like St. Vincent de Paul Society, or simply the amazing contributions made by so many of our parishioners who, because of their passion for their project, they give out of their own pockets. Either way, it's all coming from the same source, which is the community of faithful people that make up Our Lady of Guadalupe Parish. And when you increase the number of asks 6-fold, you got to start questioning whether this is actually sustainable. So that was one thing. The other thing was that the requests from parishioners to give this or to give that were rather not willy-nilly for each particular ministry, but whenever the need occurred, people had this expectation, well, Father, will you make an announcement, or can we put this in the bulletin? And it effectively meant that almost every week our parishioners were being hit with asks, every single week. Now, if you're like me, you don't mind once in a while, perhaps being asked to give in a way that was unexpected, but when you can't walk in the door of the church without getting an unexpected ask. I'm not sure it's the best thing. I think we can become a little weary in a sense. So as a result of that, we decided what if we were much more intentional about this, intentional about what exactly we're going to support as a parish, what projects are we going to support, and what if we put them all together in one central ask per year, and we gave parishioners the choice, because not everyone, people are going to feel attracted to support some projects over others. So that's what we did. And I think in the first year we did this, we raised, I think, about $20,000. And last year we raised even more than that. And then there's this year. So this is the 2003 Christmas gift catalog. and it says gifts from the heart. Now remember, our vision as a parish is to be the heart of Dartmouth. That's our vision statement. And when you open up this gift catalog, you'll see a little introduction here that was written by Jen, our Director of Social Outreach. I think that's what our job description is, but you know, Jen. And there are different categories. Now, what happens if you choose to give to this category, you fill out your order form. Well, I'll go to that in a second. Let me just stick with this. So the first thing is basically the most needed. And you know, in many ways, this is the best way to give, because I'm not telling you how, the whole premise of this is that you give how you wish to give, but I'm just saying that this gives us the greatest flexibility. You know, when Jesus said, when you give alms, don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing, that was a kind of a well-known rabbinic statement, which basically meant that the best giving is when the giver does not know who the recipient is, and the recipient doesn't know who the giver is. Because that's the best way to free up the act of charity, the act of giving from the ego, and all of that kind of weird stuff that can happen. So most needed. And then we have a winter coat project that we do, a winter coat drive. So there's a gift towards winter coats. Beyond the Bread is a wonderful ministry. There's a team from our parish go out and prepare meals for the residents of some of the halfway houses. I believe we have 3 halfway houses in our parish. And then there's the wonderful ministry of Feed Others of Dartmouth, which is just about half a mile from this very spot. We've got, I think, 3 parish teams that go there. I might get some of the details wrong here, so just be forgiving if I do. But we've got 3 parish teams who go down. They prepare meals for hundreds of people every single month, and they go down there. And so of course, groceries, the private groceries are very expensive, so they need support for that. There's the Dartmouth North Christian Food Bank. That's the food bank that we run in conjunction, in partnership with the Baptist Church, the local Baptist Church. We do this together. This is our food bank in North Dartmouth. Recently, they've been serving, and in our hall at St. Anthony's, recently they've been serving 130, 140 families when they open on Thursdays. And then we have the wonderful Christmas dinner that's put on by the St. Vincent de Paul Society right here on this location. They've been doing it for many, many years, and they usually prepare and deliver hundreds and hundreds of meals. There's the refugee family support. We've got a refugee family arriving anytime soon. I mean, it could be next week, it could be next month, it could be, we don't know. But all we've heard recently that there's a rush, that the government is moving on this file very, very quickly. It could happen anytime. And then we have a gift for the peer-to-peer support group. That's a mental health support group that meets. When Jen first started her job, she said to us, let's not presume what this community needs. Let's ask the community. And she surveyed a lot of people in the larger community, and it came back that one of the greatest needs in this area, especially in North Dartmouth, was actually a need for peer-to-peer support. So that's a gift for that. Then there's the crisis shelters. Many of you know we have 2 crisis shelters that we operate within the parish, as well as the House of Hope. We have transitional housing for the homeless. And then there's the art supplies for our Artistic Expressions group, which is a wonderful service to the community. We have Micro Chalice. This is a new partnership we have with Chalice Canada. Many of you are familiar with Father Pat Cosgrove and his amazing work throughout the world. This is a new initiative. It's the first of its kind in Canada. You can read about it in here, but it's another opportunity. And there's the food pantry that St. Vincent de Paul operate out of this location. Our parish does so many things. It's incredible. It really is amazing. And this is your opportunity to learn about what our parish does, to help others learn about what our parish does, to help others get involved. I mean, even sometimes people who might say, I'm not going to come to church, but I'll help out with this. It's a little opening. And so it's a great way to support the work of serving the poor, and also to give a gift that, isn't going to end up collecting dust somewhere. I mean, think about it. 10 years ago, do you remember the gift that someone gave you? Probably not. It was some silly thing that you didn't need and you didn't want anyway, right? You know, we're victims of so much marketing as we approach the Christmas season. So this is a different type of gift that gets us away from the overly consumer angle of things, consumeristic angle. Okay, so you pick your things, you hand it in, and here's what you get back. You get a card. It may not look exactly as shown, but it'll be a nice card like this. And here's the cool, you ready for this? This is really cool. You open it up, and there's a beautiful message here, a scripture passage, and it says, "A gift has been given in your name." Now, we got feedback last year saying people wanted the amount removed, so we removed it, but you can put it in if you want. And you'll notice inside, when you get your card, you'll also get these stickers. So for whatever ministry you contributed to, you'll get a sticker. And say for this one, it says, "Thank you for supporting this ministry Beyond the Bread." So this person who is making a gift to another person decided to support Beyond the Bread. And Beyond the Bread is the ministry that prepares meals for the halfway houses. And this little thing here is called a QR code. So this is what happens. You take your phone, watch this, and you point your phone at that square, and guess what? It takes you to the website for Beyond the Bread. And there's a little film. Look, it's a video about Beyond the Bread. Isn't that great? I'm not sure about the music, but anyway.
Hi, my name is Dorothy Winsey, and I'm representing Beyond the Bread Ministry.
See, isn't that great? So that the person who gets the card can actually learn a little bit about the ministry that's been done in our parish and what they're supporting. I'm really, I think you can tell I'm kind of excited about this. I think it's a wonderfully creative way to do this. And of course, we couldn't do any of this if it wasn't for you and for your generosity and your wonderful response to what it means for our parish to strive to be the heart of Dartmouth. So I know you can't wait to get your hands on these, right? Well, guess what? We want to avoid that kind of manipulative pressure that comes at us, the day after Halloween is over. So we're going to wait a little while before these are available. I'm telling you about it because I'm hoping you'll plan ahead, but these will be available on the first Sunday of Advent. So for the season of Advent, it gives us plenty of time. Here's the other cool thing about this. You can do all your Christmas shopping at home with a cup of coffee and a pen. That's it. So it's a great way to do it. So these will be available at the beginning of Advent. And thank you for your time today, sticking with me on this message, and thank you in advance for your support of all of these ministries from our parish through which we seek to serve the poor. Thanks, and God bless.